we are Los Angeles Cleantech Incubator. We have a mission to build an inclusive green economy in LA. And so to do this, we have three main priorities, which are transportation, clean energy, and sustainable cities. We do this through three of our main pillars, which are unlocking innovation, market transformation, and enhancing communities. Unlocking innovation is the pillar that is founder facing. And so we have resources and training for founders who have different technologies or who have different businesses to help them grow and to help them grow their businesses and obviously test some of these technologies. Market transformation is our partnerships pillar. And so we partner with different key stakeholders throughout the city to test the technologies that our founders are creating and to help create some policy around clean energy and transportation. And then we have enhancing community, which focuses on communities. And so we have like our workforce development program there. We have Women in Cleantech, which is a group that helps include more women in the cleantech industry. And just different programs related to diversity and inclusion. These are some of like our achievements and the metrics that we've achieved throughout the years at LACI. And then, but most importantly, I'm going to talk about our programs from Unlocking Innovation, which are the programs that we that are founder facing. So we have 4 different programs. Starting with the Founders Business Accelerator Program, which is a program that focuses on small businesses in the city of LA. This program we have businesses from all over the industries are very diverse in this program, but we also have a focus on sustainability and impact. The program lasts 6 months, and we have 2 cohorts a year. Currently, we are in cohort 6, and then we're gonna start doing outreach for cohort 7 in June. So that's FBA. Then we have the Innovators Program, which is a program where people who have clean tech technologies, this is more for like idea stages. So people who have ideas can explore their ideas in this program, and they can like start exploring how to create prototypes to test their technologies. Then we have our incubation program, which is a lot more hands-on. This program is focused on clean tech technologies. And this is where people already have prototypes and are already testing their technologies. And then maybe they are like already raising money from, or raising capital from like venture capital firms. This is also 2 cohorts a year, but this program lasts for 2 years. And then we have Market Access Program, which is a program in which the founders and the companies are already in like a very advanced stage. Their technologies had already been tested, and it's already clear that that is a good fit for the market. And so this is a program in which they can like just go into the next level of their businesses. This program lasts between 1 to 2 years, and the average is 18 months. And you can see the dates of the current cohorts in the screen. We're currently recruiting for innovators, incubation, and market access program. And I can give you those details if you reach out to me. So just talking a little bit more about our founders. These are some of the incubation startups that have done really well. There are more, of course, but to keep it brief, I selected 3. But you know, some of these companies have like raised a lot of capital for their businesses. Are companies that people are, you know, consider them like that their technologies are really changing the landscape. And so we have Spark Charger, who like has raised a lot, you know, a lot of money, but also was part of like Shark Tank. We have Charger Help. They have like a really great system for maintaining EV chargers, and they have raised a lot of capital as well. And then we also have like companies like Rent a Romper, which are part of the circular economy. And so like what she does is like she rents clothing for children, since, you know, children clothing is something that is like used very, like the amount of use of the clothing for children is, you know, for very little time. And so she just rents it so that people don't have to like buy the clothes. And so then the clothes keep being reused. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Too far. So these are our FBA companies, and some of our FBA companies who have also done really well. South LA Cafe, who has become a staple in South LA, and they have done a lot of like you know, a lot of community work, especially, you know, when the pandemic started, they did a lot of like helping people with food, and they did like food, like a kind of like a food bank and things like that, so that people could have support during the pandemic. Share Harvest is another great example of that. They initially came to us, and their business model was to help people with that had like student loans, but during the pandemic, Dr. Nana shifted as well, and she started doing initially testing for COVID, and then she helped also with vaccines in the community. And Herbalaria, she does a lot of work with medicinal indigenous plants. And so, yes, those are some of like our, you know, founders that come through the FBA program. These are some of like the pilots that we have going on right now in the market access program. The incubation program also sometimes participate in pilots, but mostly the market access, because they're more advanced in their business journey. But a pilot can be like, we put like some EV chargers in some communities so that people can like charge their vehicles, or like we do a lot of like e-bikes, and so we put like some e-bikes in a community that needs it, that needs like more transportation options, and so that way people from the community can use those e-bikes and can like test them, and can and we can see the need and how they're working for those communities. This was another successful pilot that is just picking up people that need like shuttles in the electric cars that you see in the photo. And then we have a newest program, which is the Equity Innovation Program, and this is just basically a program that provides more resources for our founders that are women and that are from historically marginalized communities. And this is what we hope to achieve with this program. We hope to achieve like more company growth, help them with like to create more networking, help them with some pilots so that they can test their technologies, and then just overall more support and more resources. We have our LACI Impact Fund, and which is because our company is our organization is focused on sustainability. We have a way to measure the impact that the communities, that our founders are doing. And so this is a way for us to measure the impact that they're doing, but also to reward them if they are hitting the metrics that we need them to make in order to create a bigger impact. And that's my presentation, and this is my email, which I'll put also in the chat. Are there any questions?